In this lecture, we're going to finish the terrain by adding more strips to the game. Now, right now, we only have two different strips. We have one for the grass and one for the road. Now, in further lectures, we're going to modify them so that we can have a lot of variety to play with. But just for the sake of learning right now, let's fill up the field with these two only. So, we're gonna fill them up with two sides of the road and one strip for the grass. So let me take the strip road 1 and put it right below the chicken. So I see strip road 1, strip road 2, and strip grass. Now I'm gonna select the three of them by clicking on the Shift key and press Command D for duplicate. And as you can see, we have the three of them here. I'm just gonna put them below, and I'm gonna rename them. So this one would be strip road 4, and then this one will be strip road 3. I'm going to put it up so that it follows the right order, and this one will be strip grass 2. Alright, so 3, 4, 2. Alright, so now if you go to the scene, you should be able to select 1, so road 1, then road 2, and as you can see, it's going from right to left. Then grass, and then road 3, road 4, and grass. Excellent, but we would like to have these three to the left of this. So select the three of them and click on the W key to move them, and we're going to move them after. There you go, so to the left of them. Perfect, that will do. Now, as you can see, we are building the terrain right here. Go to the game field, and as you can see, we are actually building it. Excellent. So let's fill this up all the way. Click on Scene again, and we're going to duplicate that again. How do we do this? Select the three of them and press Command D or Control D, and then rename them. So that would be 5, then grass 3, and then road 6. All right, so let's go ahead and move them. So 5 would go here, then 6 would go right below, and grass 3 would be also below. All right, so select the three we just created and move them with the W key. Move them a little bit to the left as well. All right, so now go to the game, and as you can see, we are filling this up. And if we add one more, we should be able to fill up the whole area. So go ahead and just duplicate these three again. So I'm going to go a bit faster because it's the same process. So 6 would become 8, and 3 would become 4, and strip road 5 would become 7. I'm going to select 7, put it here, 8, put it here, and grass, put it there. Alright, now I'm going to go to the scene, select the 3, and drag and drop them to the left. There we go. Alright, so now we have the, if you go to the game, you will see that we have created, we're pretty much finished, but there's still a little bit of space here that we would like to modify. That's one thing you could do, or you can zoom in a little bit on the actual game. So that's what I'm going to do here. Click on the chicken, select the camera, and we're going to be moving the camera. So go to scene, and you'll see that the camera is positioned right there, and we can play with the camera position and rotation. So I'm going to move the camera position. So as you can see, you can move the y-axis. That's one way to do that. You can move the x-axis, and you can move the z-axis as well. Alright, so I'm going to move the y-axis somewhat around here, and the scale, I'm going to zoom in a little bit by doing z here. Alright, and the scale here. Alright, so as you can see, it's a little bit better, and that's how you can play with it. Now, feel free to play with the rotation. As you can see, the more you rotate, the more it's going to look different. Now, a good angle is the one that you had at the beginning. 30 is really good. And on the y-axis, feel free to make it more horizontal or less. So here would be 100% horizontal, and here would be oblique. So I like to use 135. It really looks pretty smooth, but feel free to use anything you like. And then the rotation, it's up to you here as well. Okay, so I like to use 0 rotation here, but any other value can also do the job. Okay, so depending on what you want to show for the angle. All right, so we can add one more strip. So I'm going to select the 3 last ones and press Command D, and I'm going to modify them again. So 7 will become 9, 4 will become 5 for the grass, and then for the road will become 10 here. Right, select the 3 of them and put them down right here. So, oh, did I just move the wrong one? Yes, I'm sorry. It's yeah, no, that actually was correct. I'm just gonna move them here, but the grass will be below. All right, so 9, 10 grass. Go to the scene and we're gonna select the 3 and move them. Go ahead and move them a little bit to the left. All right, so that's it now. If you go to game, that's what we have. Now, don't worry about the back. What we're going to do is add a constraint so that it doesn't go back at the beginning. But before we do so, go to the grass, click on the grass block, and add the grass block here. All right? So you see the grass block just appeared here. Now what we're going to do is go to the scene, and we're going to move that a little bit here and scale this. So click on scale, and we're going to make this a little bit higher. And we're going to scale this on the x-axis. So I guess a scale of 3 will do just fine. And then we're going to move that to the back so that it doesn't bother. All right, excellent. And then we're going to make this thicker. All right, so how do you make this thicker? It's probably the z-axis. There you go. So make it thicker so that it goes all the way. Perfect. Now go. If you look at this and go to the game, you will see that we see the character. Now maybe put it a little bit down so that we can see the whole character. So go on scene and put it down a little bit. All right, go to game, and there we go. Now we have all the field covered. And that's exactly what we want, so that whenever we move the character, we will be able to go to the next and next. However, as you can see, at some point, the number of strips stops, right? As soon as we arrive to strip the grass 5, this is the end. So we're going to have to dynamically generate new strips to keep going. And that's what we're going to be doing in the next lectures.